Okay, I've got a Sega Nomad here, the US handheld Mega Drive or Genesis, and this has been fitted with the Switchless modification that Console Passion do, and so I'm going to take you through that now. So the first thing that we've done is we've widened the cartridge slot to allow the Japanese Mega Drive games to fit in, and so I'm going to put a copy of Bare Knuckle in here, and I'm going to go through this with you and demonstrate the modification. Switching it on, you'll notice the first thing that has been added is a LED. The LED changes colour with the region. It's currently set to US, which is orange, red is Japanese, and green is PAL or European. And you can see on this game, even though it's the Japanese cartridge, if I don't know how easy it is to see, but if you look at the text is in English, and if I just press start, you'll see that the title is down as Streets of Rage rather than Bare Knuckle, because that's the American and European title for this game. So if I want to change region, the same as on the other Switchless consoles that we do, you press and hold one of the buttons. Now there's no reset on the Sega Nomad, so what I've done here is I've done the region change with the mode button. So you press and hold, you'll see the LED cycle from green to red to orange, and if I release when it's on red, the console will restart. It looks the same as before. I don't know if you can see, but at the top it's still in full screen, there's no black borders. But if you look at the text now, text is in Japanese, might be quite difficult to see. And if I start the game, you'll see now the title is Bare Knuckle, which is the Japanese title. Doing one more region change, I'll change this now to PAL. So pressing and holding the mode button again, cycle, release when it's on green, start the game and you'll see very quickly that it's the Streets of Rage, which is the English title. But if you also look now at the top and the bottom, there's black borders, which indicates that it's set to 50 Hz, the PAL setting, which is slightly slower to the NTSC 60 Hz setting. Now you may be asking, why do I need a 50 Hz display setting on a handheld console? And the reason is that some games have an additional built-in region protection to stop them being played on foreign consoles. If the display is set to 60 Hz, some European games won't play and will display an error message. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get this copy, this PAL copy of Street Fighter 2, and I'm going to put it in the console, and I'm going to switch it on. And I've changed it now to orange, which is US setting. So the game starts, and instead of playing, it now comes up with this error message saying developed for use only with PAL and French CCAM Mega Drive systems. So if I change it back to green, which is PAL setting, switch it back on, you'll see in a second, after the Sega logo is gone, Capcom logo's appeared, and the game starts as it's supposed to. And that's because it checked whether it was 50 Hz or 60 Hz. What you can do though, is if you want to play these games in 60 Hz, once the game has started, so it's done its check, you can press and hold the mode button for a second, and I don't know if you noticed then, but the border's disappeared and the game is playing at 60 Hz. And the same applies in reverse. If you wanted to start an American game and play that at 50 Hz, you could start it, press and hold, and then release the mode button, and it would change to 50 Hz. There's one extra feature that we've added to the Nomad modification that isn't on any of the other modifications that we do. Because there's a handful of games that actually require you to use the mode button, Lost Vikings 2 is one that I can think of. We've added the ability to temporarily disable the modification and use the mode button without it changing the region or changing the display. If we hold the mode button and switch the console on, you'll see now that the LED rapidly cycles its colour, and if we now start the game, you can see if we press and hold the mode button, it does absolutely nothing. Basically the mod has been disabled. To re-enable the mod, all you do, switch the console off, switch it back on again, and pressing and holding the mode button will again change the display and change the region setting. So that's it. That's the Nomad switchless mod. If you want more information and more pictures, please visit the website. Pre-modded consoles available to buy, or we can modify your consoles if you send them in to us. Thanks a lot. Bye.